Alright, so I said I would try it. I don't like doing it, but I managed to find just to like test things out, see if I even can do it. I found a video that's 2 years old from Nukes Top 5. I've just recorded a fair bit of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I cannot express how much I hate that game. But you know, I said I would like try to do a little bit of React because that's apparently the meta these days, and being a meta slave is sort of the only thing I have left. I'm not attractive. I'm not a VTuber. I'm not entertaining. You know, like being a meta. What's a PG way of saying? I'll just blur it out. But I wanted to try it out, but I didn't want to find anything like new. Like I think you had uploaded like a video like a couple of days ago. But I found a video that's 2 years old. So hopefully I'll be forgiven for that. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen a lot of Nukes Top 5. But, you know, hey, maybe. Nuke, just monetize the video. Right? No, hopefully it's easy. I don't have the watch minutes to monetize my own stuff. You just go ahead. I do not care. I'm stealing your content. You do that. Or just if you don't want me doing this, you just tell me. Tell me before you tell your lawyers. I am willing to cooperate. Before any prick in a suit shows up threatening to ruin my life even more than it already is. But hopefully I can do this well enough. You might notice that there's no like face cam on the screen. I have a camera. I just don't want to use it. I've been told that I have a radio face. I scare children. I've been told I look like a Smash tournament smells. So I'm not really comfortable with using it, but at least I have one in case I need one. But hopefully I can do it well enough. React with my voice and comments, I guess. So, let's see what we got here. Ghost videos for toilet viewing. Be honest with me in the comment section now. How many of y'all are on the throne right now? I'm not judging. I just came from there. Let's check this shit out. See if it even works.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard.
Could be so many things. That's not a ghost. Could be a deer. Could be an elk. Could be a caribou. It could be a lot of things. Not necessarily a ghoul or a ghost.
But they don't see anything there. What
Ghost!
happens next is truly creepy.
Crackhead down the street. Yeah? Yeah. No.
Doneen and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal. And
Could be that could just be like Uncle Pete. I take these things with a truckload of salt because you know, clout.
then things really start to get weird.
That is someone next to the camera.
Come out! Come on!
Skull him!
Come out! Come, DJ! Come on out! Shut up! Come on! Hey, just f*** off! What's wrong with you? Huh? What?
Yes?
The creepy voice seems to mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
Okay, so we'll watch that before I go back, because I got something to point out.
Come on out! Why not? Yeah, come on out! Come on! Come on out! Here, let's leave! Just go grab that gun. No.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, "Wanna play?" And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Doneen shows them the footage that she has recorded. The officers scout through the bushes, looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone in the bushes. Doneen says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained. Many video commenters believe that this could be some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve. But what do you think this creepy voice could be? Hiding.
Okay, so I have something I want to point out. This is just like Uncle Pete doing his best Gollum impression, right? I don't know where you can see it the best.
Hey, just f*** off! What's wrong with you?
Like, how do I explain this? So, considering the distance that they're seemingly filming at, I just don't feel that the voice makes sense. Like, if he's down, if the voice comes from down there somewhere, you can't see my mouse, but like would it be that loud, that clear? I have a sneaking suspicion that creepy Uncle Pete is standing a decent distance from the camera, from apparently 1998 or whatever, and is just doing his best Gollum impression. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me that...
Come on! Here, let's leave!
Like, at best, he's like right behind this brush. But you can't really... Nah, this ain't real.
Could be.
And the police fucked up by not going to Mordor, basically.
Among the graves.
Another thing.
Nuke's top 5 viewer Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
What is it? Come here. Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
Because I'm scared.
Scared of what?
What is the shadow?
What girl shadow?
What's that? Behind the tree.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom.
Could it have been your own shadow? Just throwing that out there.
When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind
Where?
the tree. The face seems to be translucent as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it. So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom Savannah isn't sure what to think of this creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is. Before we move on to the next video, if you see any
I just need to see something. Ah, fuck off, Golem.
cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
She's reacting to it. I don't see anything.
What is it?
Do I need to turn on the fucking mouse for this? I'll do it in editing. That's just trees. She's talking about seeing something creepy,
here.
but there's nothing creepy there yet.
Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
Because I'm scared.
Scared of what?
What is the shadow?
What girl shadow?
Another something there, supposedly.
What's that? Behind the tree.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says
Which wasn't there when you started reacting to it. Like, a lot of people, like, they're like, oh, it's a child saying it. Oh, it gotta be real, because kids and animals apparently see this, all this weird stuff. You can bribe a child. You can be like, hey, wanna do something funny? Because, you know, if you do what I tell you to do, we'll, like, on our way back home, I'll buy you, like, ice cream or some shit. Because this does not strike
What
me
is
as a
it?
child that is scared.
Come here. Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
This is not a scared child.
Scared.
Scared of what?
What
Like, smiling, fucking around with her feet.
What girl shadow?
This does not strike me as a scared child. If the child was scared, it would, like, sure as shit not be closer to the tree than the parent. I'm calling you out. I think you're full of shit.
contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
I don't know how legit this is anymore.
This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal by guest and paranormal investigator Antonio Zamudio. On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale.
It's
The
11.
little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all night and talking to the little doll. After
It's a
hearing
lonely
unexplained voices
11-year-old.
in their house, Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But the doll mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and installs several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep. The static camera recording the hallway catches something downright chilling.
Does it? Alright, so doll is there. Okay. Yeah. I was about to say string, but the way that it moves is a little bit weird.
Soon after the boy falls asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom. Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. the investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever since. So could
You
the doll
burned
be
that.
possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here? Let me know.
So I was going to say like fishing line or
That's not
something. I don't know if that. I mean, there's obviously editing tricks. What could they have used on the doll to? No, I'm pretty sure this it's like a string and then some clever editing tricks.
Soon after the boy falls asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom. Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator
Then it just kind of vanishes. That's the thing that
begins to
like
move
it just
and then
mists.
seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's
It gets up and then starts running
bedroom.
and then just mists. Like this is editing.
Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever since.
No, you
So could the doll be possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here? Let me know.
you call a priest just to be sure, and then you burn the fuck out of it. Right? That's what you do. You don't lock it up. You get rid of it. That simple. Not even religious. But if I had that doll, I'd be talking to my local priest. Just like go to like the where they like baptize children or something and just like throw it in there and leave it there overnight, because that's probably holy water.
Unstable.
Yeah,
This
so
next
am I.
strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera, and then all hell breaks loose.
Bat, bird. Fucking flying squirrel.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
Yes? Yeah? Like, was TMU a thing back when this was recorded? Because this is an awful camera. And
the
nothing's
horse
happening.
lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The
Yes?
horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mention that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind.
Okay, so I'm gonna claim bat, bird, flying squirrel, crackhead down the street, if it's small enough, I don't care. Something flew past the camera. That can be anything that can fly or glide. Horses are strong and have a tendency to be quite skittish. A horse breaking down something like that is not unheard of, especially if they really don't want to be in their little pen. So, the thing about it trying to jump into that other pen, that can be also so many things. You can barely see it, but you have a horse hanging over the gates here, and you have like a white horse. That can be a male horse and a female horse, and the outside horse is horny as hell. It could also be that the thing that scared it finally grew a set of balls, and that thing that scared it is now harassing that other horse, and it's like, alright, let's go. This does not mean that it's a djinn. I would actually go so far to say it probably isn't. There's so many things that this could be. And if I was a betting man, I would say instead of a djinn, I would say a wild fucking animal. A bird, a rat, fucking anything that can swoop past the camera. Because, and why am I saying that? We don't really see a whole lot of what goes on, what is like around the camera. I can't read that, so whatever. But like, we don't know if there's like a ledge or something underneath the camera, like nails, anything that like say a rat could jump between and scare the shit out of the horse. Horses, in my experience, are very easy to scare animals. So before Jin, let's just try to find an explanation that actually fucking makes sense. How about that?
Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage.
Yeah.
So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind. The passenger. Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Saan po kay ma'am? Scott Barrio? Sige po. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah.
Yeah, of course.
Ay, Wala. Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina pero bakit nawala? Scout Barrio sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
Huh? Where?
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car. She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here? The ding.
Alright, let's take a look at this again. Now, obviously, because we have a face of a person, I'm just gonna have to say I don't know this person. I don't have anything against them. But you said you were tired. Why are you driving?
Jarek from Baguio, Philippines
2.
is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something...
A woman on the side of the road with a white dress. Those kind of stories are a dime a dozen.
he'll never forget.
Now, 2 things about the door opening and the door closing. First of all, I'm aware that a lot of cabs have doors that the driver can open, right? Like the back doors. I'm fairly certain that's a thing. Also, it could just be like someone standing outside of it, opening the door and then shutting the door. We don't see that. They're a little bit hunched over. Even my fat ass could pull off that job. Now, what did they say?
Saan po kay ma'am? Scout Barrio?
Scout Barrio. Let me, Scout Barrio. Is there any bars around there? Philippines. Let me put my mic back. Philippines, alright. Can I get a fucking map of this place? Google Maps. There's a couple of eateries. School. Don't lose the things. Football field. Several places where you can sleep, apparently. Should probably get this over here. Oh shit. So, like, you sure you didn't want to go there? Like, any of these, like, eateries and stuff like that could be selling alcohol. I'm just throwing that out there. Or, you know, it could just be good old-fashioned... And I fucked that up. Good old-fashioned, views. Just throwing it out there. Got nothing personal against this dude, but this does not mean it's a ghost.
Nawala.
And another thing that I might have picked up on, I don't speak the language that they speak in the Philippines. But,
Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay,
suddenly breaks into English. Supposedly. Now, I don't know. I have Filipino. Shit. Why does it suddenly break into English? Because... let me go to Google Translate. Fucking. Google Translate. So, according to Google Translate, and I did a little bit of research, apparently they have some kind of connection with English, I could be completely wrong here. But he says shit. And I'm gonna mispronounce it, let me just show it to you. Thai. I don't know how to pronounce that. But like, why does he suddenly break into English? Like, he speaks, I'm guessing Filipino, the whole time, and then just randomly breaks into English. I think that's a little bit weird. So, I doubt. Also, yeah, I don't see shit. So, there's absolutely nothing signaling that there was anyone, really. So I suspect they wanted clout, wanted views, or even admitted to being tired. I know for a fact when I'm like real tired, I see shit all the time. Kind of makes me wonder why he's driving a car, but he's so tired that he sees shit, but I don't know.
Be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into this, but he's ride to a man got in his car. So could it be that Jarrett gave a taxi ride to a spirit?
No.
Or just what do you think was happening here? The ding in the caves. Nukes Top 5 viewer Raul
caves can be
Garcia
scary.
Ogando reached out to me about something that his son caught on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas. Did you see it?
No?
As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness of the cave. Raul, someone or something can be seen hiding in.
I mean, that could just be a weird wall formation, but hey, let's go with
the
it.
Darkness of the cave. Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time and didn't notice the figure until they looked back at their videos later. So what is this? Let me know.
Could be, like I said, a weird wall formation. The lights could be hitting it weird. Like, there's like this little indentation where like you can put shit, and like it can be things that aren't ghosts and goblins. It's basically what I'm trying to say. They're in a cave. It could also be the local crackhead. Could be a lot of things. Doesn't mean it's a ghoul. Doesn't move at all.
And didn't notice the figure until they looked back at their videos later. So what is this? Let me know.
A weird statue? I don't know, man. Again, it could be a lot of things.
Mystery in the mirror in Morocco. Nuke's top 5 viewer Carlo reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace and her husband are at the Riyadh Laroussa Hotel in Fez, Morocco. Grace decides to take a video of the beautiful 17th century palace-style interior. What happens next is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside. We're now heading to the, oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
There's supposed to be something. I heard a sound cue.
A man appears out of nowhere, startling Grace
Yeah?
so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
I thought that was her buddy.
Oh, there it is.
Got at points.
Oh, sorry.
Now here's where it gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the
Yes.
wall in front of them. But there's no man. Then in a split second, the man appears right in front. But there's no man. Then in a split second, the man appears
He disappears off screen.
right in
And then we have another dude there.
front of her.
It's like, have you ever seen Batman and Bruce Wayne in the same room?
Standing quietly. Grace then turns towards the exit and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror.
And he's
But again,
gone. And he's gone.
Towards the
And from the angle, I don't think you can see where the dude was standing, nor can you see her husband.
exit and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there. She turns around and the man is gone.
Plenty of time for him to run back up the stairs. Or at the speed of things happening, walk back up the stairs.
Now finally, perhaps this is just normal camera blur. But when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But
It's a
you
shit quality
decide on
camera.
this.
It's moving. Blurs happen. Weird things like this happen. It's a camera, like my camera on my phone is from 2018. Right? I'm not one of the dumb motherfuckers that buy a new phone every year. That camera is good. Until I start moving it around, at which point it sucks. And this isn't exactly a high quality camera to begin with.
When taking a
It
close
ain't 4K.
look
That's
at the
basically what I'm
man's
trying to
face
say.
in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But
No!
you decide on this. So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera? Could this be a
Around here,
man?
her husband
When taking a
pops past
Now,
her.
finally-
She moves her camera so fast that it's blurry. And then when she
perhaps
turns
this is
around
just
again,
normal camera blur. But when taking a
so when she
close
turns
look
around
at the
again,
man's
he has
face
had
in the
plenty of time to
video,
go back
you
upstairs.
decide on this. So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera?
Because another thing is,
Could this be a
he walks
so-called
with her
glitch in the Matrix?
for a good portion.
Either way, you decide on this. So did Grace
But
capture
then
a paranormal event on camera?
You wait for her to turn around
Could this
again.
be a
He has just
so-called
this is
glitch
way
in the
behind her
Matrix?
for no real
Either
reason.
way,
He's
let me
right
know
next
what
to
you
her.
think.
Oh, there it is.
And then suddenly he just lets her get like really far ahead of her. Like I think that's her husband. And a not exactly great camera.
Extended Gen warranty. Popular Jordanian paranormal investigator Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere. When suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
Yeah, anyone gonna set that off?
سيارتي بتزمر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
You could have set that off. You probably have a thing in your pocket that allows you to test your alarm if it's working.
أخوان سيارتي بتزمر.
Now obviously Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm and he heads back to check it out.
You, a
What happens
friend of
next
yours.
was all captured live on Snapchat.
والله أنا خايف يكون
Oh yeah, that's like
هجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
Unless there's like a creepy looking dude standing behind there. He has a friend or he's doing it with like, so I'm pretty sure, like I'm not an expert at cars, but on paper I'm a car mechanic. On paper not much else. But I'm fairly certain that at least, I don't know how new this car is. It looks new enough that like there's a button on your keys or whatever that has like this button that you push to make sure that the alarm like actually makes noise and flashes and does all that stuff. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Then again, I spent like an hour and a half trying to figure out how to pop a hood on the Ford Mondeo. Because for some reason they dropped the lever and they had a keyhole behind the Ford logo. So, not an expert. I'm just saying. Doesn't have to be a ghost. Could just be a friend that opened his car door while the alarm was on to get views.
بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
Better be Gollum.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن
It's a friend of his.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله.
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the out of him. He eventually regains his composure, but when he looks around the car, he finds nothing and no one.
Yeah. A friend of his, or once again the crackhead, the local crackhead. My God. If there was someone that meant him harm while the screen was black, this guy would have been murdered. It's a friend of his.
Unfortunately for Hassan, this isn't the end.
Good.
طب خليني السيارة تشتغل يعني. ايه؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم
Stole
الله.
his car.
بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. Hey.
Excuse me, officer. I would like to report a Grand Theft Auto. Did you see the perpetrator? Yes, he was a ghost. Imagine making that phone call. Uh-huh. Okay, so to the to the untrained eye. Now, I don't know this car. But why is there no one in the car, you might ask? Well, it had a good amount of time. It looks terrible, like always. But in every car I've been in, you can, you know, these kind of cars, I don't know what they're called, like sedans or something like that. You can lower the back seats, and there's like a small door that allows that. Well, you're not supposed to use it for this, I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know what the purpose is. But it allows you, if you're skinny enough, to get into the trunk of the car. He better pop the trunk. Otherwise I'm calling the shit out. What? These are the hand marks of a human or a dog. I don't mean to be an asshole. I'm aware that I could probably come off as an absolute asshole. But those are quite distinct. There's a difference between a handprint and a paw print. Pop the hood. This one of your friends is in there. Also, get a vacuum.
Hassan's car seems to just drive away on.
He also does not even make an attempt to film.
Hassan's car seems to
Doesn't even make an attempt to film through the windshield.
just drive away on its own, eventually coming to a stop a little way
He goes
down
out
the
of his
road.
way to not
Hassan
film.
is shocked by the bizarre experiences.
If someone tried to steal my car and I was filming my car, I would do everything in my power to get that camera to film through the windshield, to hopefully get the face of the motherfucker that is stealing my car. He makes no attempt at filming into the car. He's going out of his way
Up a little. Hassan's car
to
seems
only
to
film
just
the
drive
wheels.
away on its own, eventually coming to a stop a little way down the road. Hassan is shocked by the bizarre experience as he once again finds no one in or around his car. The experience as he
See
once
if I
again
can
finds
see if there's like a
no
camera
one
angle that I can
in
use.
or around his.
So around there, you had plenty of time to take the seats down. Behind there's usually like a small door that is big enough for a small person to get through. I'm just saying, one of his friends is in the trunk of that car.
The investigator has had enough. He ends his live stream and drives home, presumably wanting to be sure that his car doesn't just drive home without him.
Hopefully you let your buddy out of the
creepy
trunk
Zen
first.
activity live on camera, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
The attack would have continued. This is a friend of his,
You decide.
no doubt.
Old Sacred Heart. Restaurant employee Nikki works at Ozone Pizza, located in the old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida.
Yes.
The hospital was built way back in 19...
Let's build a pizza shop inside an abandoned hospital. What next? An asylum? Like, I am not above. I don't believe in ghosts, but I like hearing about them. And there's certain things you just don't do. And I'll leave it at that.
15, And except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty.
Great.
It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night and Nicky decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his
So, I don't mean to interrupt this again. I hear about this a little bit too much. Ghost nuns. Nuns. Typically very religious people. When they die, why do they stick around? These are religious, supposedly good people. They die, they should get an express ticket to whatever heaven they believe in. Why do I keep hearing all of these ghost stories about like ghost nuns and ghost priests? We have one in Norway. A big cathedral or something in Trondheim. Or apparently they have like a headless priest ghost. It's a priest! You would think they would have like a fast pass, like Disney fast pass, to just kind of skip the queue and get straight on the escalator that leads them to heaven. Why do they stick around? It never made sense to me.
workers after their shift. That's when the group spots something very creepy.
You see it? It had arms.
Most of us do.
No, those are arms.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a real person.
Yeah? It's a real person. Oh my god, it's a real person. Yeah, how the fuck do you know that? Just throwing it out here, it might be the vodka talking. But how do you know that? That could be anything. It could be one of those, well, because it's a hospital, it could be one of those anatomy dolls. It could be a fucking coat.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms.
Yeah, are they? I don't see them.
No,
I see a back, arguably.
No, no. I don't care.
Okay,
Those
so it's
are arms.
moving. Okay, so you have a friend in there.
I see it. That's arms.
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could
That
be.
could be so
Mickey
many
and his
things.
friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital. And
Yeah?
a close-up of their capture does indeed look a bit like a
Those are some skinny fucking arms. That is not a nun. That is like a sick Victorian child.
thin woman
At
who
best.
could be dressed in a nun's habit. But again, I ask, what do you think this is? You decide.
A friend of
The
theirs.
dark thing in the
A friend of theirs who have been skipping arm day for way too long.
basement. TikTok user Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement. Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, TikTok. So my
Beat.
power is out at the moment
Good for
in
you.
the basement. I swear.
It's also weird. It's also weird how often that happens. The power is out, is it? Or is it just that your night vision on your camera kind of sucks so you can get away with shit?
Someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but
That was a coat rack.
it's kind of creepy.
Fuck you.
Laundry rooms.
Didn't they say the power was out? Wait a minute.
To be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So my power is out.
My power is out. Fast forward.
It's kind of creepy.
A lot of fucking lights.
Laundry rooms.
A lot of lights. How can there be lights if your power is out? I've had power outages a lot. And that usually means no lights. Apart from my battery-driven Christmas string lights that I keep up all year round solely for that purpose, so that I have light if there's a power outage. The power is clearly not fucking up, buddy.
Still has power, so that's good.
He films the lights.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good.
How can, if there's a power outage, how can one room in your house have lights? If there's a power outage, your entire neighborhood goes back to the fucking Stone Ages. Right? You don't have like one singular room in your house that has power. And like, yeah, it could be like one of those emergency like generators, but why in the washroom? What in this room is so fucking important that you have one of those things? It's the laundry machine and the tumble dryer. I'm not 100% sure which one's which. I'm guessing the top loader is the washing machine. But the laundry machine. Why is there light in this room? If the power's out.
But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is...
Check the fuse box. You ran too much shit and you blew several fuses. It happens all the time. Especially when you're young and you don't really understand these things. Go into the fuse box, and I don't know how modern this house is, but either you swap out the fuses like I have to do, or you flip the switches back up. This just doesn't make any sense to me.
Very strange. I'm not sure.
No, there's lights up there as well. There's lights coming through the fucking door. Unless it's a window. But that looks like...
What the noise was, but... I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so... we'll see, I guess. Look out back.
Better be a ghost out there.
No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know. Maybe some tips, advice would help out.
Yeah?
I can't really
Check your fuse box.
There's no one in here.
That's my advice. Check your
Did
fuse
you see
box.
it?
No.
As Will walks
Well, I
downstairs
think.
into his basement, someone can be seen standing.
A friend of theirs. Or once again, I don't mean to profile and be an asshole to a specific group of people. Crackhead down the street.
Inside his bathtub, weirdly just facing the wall.
Yeah.
When Will looks back,
I
into
watched the Blair Witch as well, motherfucker. You're not special.
the bathroom about 30 seconds later, the figure has completely disappeared.
Yes, he had plenty of time to, I don't know, get into a shadow, go upstairs.
Will says that he's done several paranormal investigations at his local cemetery.
Yeah.
And he believes something might have followed him home.
Yeah, of course.
But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Yes.
You decide. Thanks so much for watching. As always, my pizza located
Right, so
in the
apparently that was a really short one.
Walk. Power
Let's see how long it takes
at the moment,
between
in the basement.
the shadow showing
I
up.
swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly.
Okay, so ghost spotted at 22:24.
Like what it is, but it's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure.
He goes out of his way to film into the bathroom again at 22:49. Plenty of time for his friend to go from the bathroom and fuck up upstairs. Just throwing it out there. Not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying, Mama didn't raise no fool. Mama didn't really raise me in general, but sure as shit ain't a fool.
What that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so
yeah, let's point that out. Oh, I'm totally alone, guys.
We'll see, I guess. Look out back.
Yeah.
Harry, and he believes something might have followed him home.
Alright, so again, I have a very messed up sleep schedule. Spring to fall, I tend to a couple of graves. I have been to the graveyard way past midnight. You know, I'm just sitting here playing a game at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot to water the flowers today. And then I just get dressed and I fuck off to the graveyard and I just water the flowers at like 3 a.m. That happens a lot more than I'm, willing to admit. Not once have anything followed me home. What, if I may ask? He's so fucking special about this guy.
Completely disappeared. Will says that he's done several paranormal
Oh yeah, of course, you're right
investigations
there.
at his local cemetery, and he believes something might have followed him home. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. As always, my schedule is weird, so please hit subscribe and also hit the little bell notification icon so you never miss a video. Follow me on the socials if you've got some random comments, because most of the time I answer. Or if you say something horrible, I block you. But one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two. Alright, so I effectively just turned a, let's be nice, a 25-minute video into an hour-long video. I don't know, man. I think we might be a little bit eager to pin things on ghosts. At this point, I am open to the idea of ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. I like hearing about ghosts. And if you give me a good reason to believe, I'm probably, I can be convinced. I just can't help but to think that this is people that fake it for views. Completely open to the idea of ghosts. Not a problem. And I don't have anything personal against any of these people. I'm just throwing it out there. You get some good shit onto YouTube or TikTok or whatever, you could actually be set for life. It's kind of like the thumbnails with like the sexual innuendos. Like, there's a reason why so many people put boobs in their thumbnails, because people click on it, people watch it. So if I'm like, oh, my lower intestines were ripped out by a ghost hiding in my toilet, yeah, it might actually get some views. Just throwing that out there. I just don't want to resort to those kind of techniques. Just throwing it out there. But again, I just did something amazing. I'm pretty sure. Apparently, I'm incapable of making videos that are shorter than hours long. Even though I did spend a lot of time like fucking around, like looking things up on Google, so it might not be an hour long when I upload it, but it is an hour and 8 minutes on a 24-minute and 38-second video. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. No. No ghosts. No jinns. Wild animals, friends, and crackheads. I'm just throwing it out there. Nukes top 5. Check him out if you haven't. And if you're a nuke, just instead of sending a lawyer my way, just fucking monetize the video, dude. Like it's fine. It's your content. I'm just being an asshole. It's only fair.